into an interconference game. With Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, I'm Kevin Harlan, bringing you the NBA live on 2K Sports, along with Doris Burke, who will be joining us courtside moments from now. Thrilled to be back in Orlando. The Magic ready for that home court advantage. They sit in 11th in the East right now, not quite in the gutter, just in limbo.
Yeah, and they're coming into this game with a little payback in mind, Kevin, because of what happened the last time these two clubs met. You never want to get swept in a season series.
You certainly don't, and you know, Steve, as well as I do, that the losses seem to stick with you much longer than the wins. These guys will be ready to try to turn the tide.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Aldridge and Lopez are down low. Filling out the wings, it's Matthews and Batum, and it's Lillard in at the point guard position. Harris against Matthews, passes it to Lillard. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
Well, Portland, Oregon is a very different kind of NBA town. A popular motto around here is keep Portland weird. So a sort of counterculture that the fans and the citizens of Portland embrace. But it's a one-team town, and the fans have always shown incredible support for their beloved Blazers.
The feed to Matthews. Back to Lillard. An easy 2 points on the layup. Lillard's got his second basket.
And the layup just gift-wrapped right there. I mean, he had a clear path to the basket.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
It's been a quick start for Portland. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And guys, they were really plagued by foul trouble in that one. Forced them into some makeshift lineups late in the game.
And Steve, the frustrating part for me in that situation is you can defend without fouling. Just move your feet and don't use your hands.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
Orlando, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's the kid. From the top of the key, he buries it.
Very well done. He is a confident, dynamic scorer.
For Portland, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Lillard, the pass to Lopez. Matthews against Oladipo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fades back. Misses off the left iron.
You know, that's a problem he has. I mean, not being able to knock down that open jumper. I think it happens far too often.
The shot's good from the kid.
It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A game rolling here tonight, we'll see. Nikola Vucevic possessing prototype size for the center position. 7 foot tall, has about a 9.5 foot standing reach. Even without great leaping ability, he can play over the tops of a lot of opponents.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here's the kid. Boy, was he something else against Dallas.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
Let's send it out to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Terry Stotts. DB?
Yes, Kevin, he told me their game plan offensively today is a relatively simple one. He wants to see as many plays run through the low post as possible. He said physically, we're the stronger team, and we need to use that to our benefit. Guys?
All right, Doris. And you mentioned Vucevic, not a top athlete. The Magic working to develop his lateral quickness, Clark, and explosiveness.
Yeah, he still struggles to defend guys in the pick and roll situations, Kevin. He's not that fast of foot. That's where the Magic are trying to help him grow. But he's a double-double guy because of his rebounding ability, and he's got a nice touch for a big guy.
Now here is Aldridge. After the miss from the kid. 6 on the shot clock. Lillard misses. Moves back up. They get it back. Batum. No luck. They battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. The Orlando Magic come into this one after the win against the Mavericks in Dallas.
They looked very stable, pretty much from the get-go, guys. A solid output, solid effort. And, you know, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game, but they were pretty solid there.
I was very impressed with the balance they displayed, guys. different people carrying the load, scoring, making assists, unselfish play. Everything was working for him to get that victory.
Here is Matthews. After the made shot from the kid, Matthews into the lane. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Matthews has got his first 2 points of the night. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Nicholson, he's checked in for Vucevic. Gordon comes in for Channing Frye. Harkless is checked in for Harris. And it's Payton in for Victor Oladipo. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Chris Kaman's checked in for Lopez. Robinson comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Jarrell Wright's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Wesley Matthews. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
But the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
Now, here's Lillard. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Heat in Miami.
And what stood out to me in particular was his gorgeous playmaking out there. He was finding his teammates in great positions to score.
The Magic trail by 4. Payton passes to the kid. Back to Payton. Here's the kid. Off target with his 3.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
Lillard dishes to Robinson. And that one hits back iron. The Magic have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And the shot's good from the kid. The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Lillard against Payton. Here's McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. McCollum's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
Start up. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Portland.
And some great drives to the bucket for them to this point, guys.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the Magic, the kid in at shooting guard. Gordon out there with Andrew Nicholson. Then there's Payton. And it's Harkless in at the small forward.
Damian Lillard, a scoring point guard, great three-point shooter, able to hit from deep range off the dribble, you name it. And of course, hit probably the biggest shot of the playoffs last year, that game winner that ended the series against Houston.
Here's the kid. They get it back. And another shot. Nicholson kicks to Harkless. Here's the kid. Drains the three-pointer. The kid's got 14 points for the game.
Well, you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Trailblazers leading by 3. And for Lillard, not just a long-range threat, he's great running that pick and roll, driving and kicking to set up his teammates.
Yeah, he's really excellent in ball handling situations in that pick and roll. I mean, he can get his shot if guys go under. He can split the screen. He can create shots for other people. He's a real handful, and his athleticism is very sneaky, scary.
Kicks it to Harkless. Here's the kid. He's got 14. 4 on the clock. Here's Nicholson. Kaman with the defensive effort. The Trailblazers' shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, gentlemen, there is no doubting LaMarcus Aldridge has emerged as a leader for this Blazers team. As Coach Stott said, this is his team. He's taken the leadership role. He's more vocal, everybody looks up to him, and he has the respect of all the players. And guys, Aldridge is a multiple-time All-Star, but it's the intangibles he's brought that have made all the difference.
Great stuff, Doris. Thanks.
Boy, they're knocking down the long-range shots. A lot of those same shots they missed earlier in the first quarter. They still find themselves down here, but they're starting to make some headway into that deficit.
Batum passes to Robinson. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
I like the effort, son.
I'm feeling it, coach.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. The Magic trail by 6. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. The Magic shooting their 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight. Teams deciding to change it up. And we finished one half of basketball. Trailblazers lead by 12.
Well, Damian, a great...
Well, Orlando shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Batum and Aldridge are the power tandem. Lillard and Matthews pair up in the backcourt. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. No good from the kid.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Well, the score has a lot to do with that, Clark. Just based on that, you'd think the rebounding gap would be huge.
It's good on the putback. That's 10 points for Aldridge.
Well, I'm impressed with the determination he showed right there, getting himself in the good position under the glass. Did his work early there.
Yeah, with the presence of mind, know just where the rebound was going to go to.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in. That was beautiful.
Lillard, right side. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
One thing that Damian Lillard has made abundantly clear in his first few seasons in the league is that he is a force when the game is in its late stages. Just steps things up in a big way every 4th quarter.
And it's really rare to see someone Lillard's age be able to be so calm and collected when that 4th quarter rolls around. I think it's a tribute to his level of confidence, and that confidence is mixed with humility, and that's a nice combination that allows him to perform well late in game.
He feeds it to Matthews. Back to Lillard. The 3-ball. And we're just about a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of basketball.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from the kid. Well, you look at the way he approaches the game, the way Lillard can take over as a playmaker, and he has all the ingredients really to dominate the 4th quarter.
It's a big reason why he led the Blazers back in so many games last year and even exploded for 25 points in one 4th quarter. So, you know, that game still sticks out to me as one of the most dominating performances I've seen, and it just showed how talented this kid is. It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. That's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And, you know, from a number standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
Clock at 6. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Lillard. Back to Aldridge. Lets it fly. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
Pass to Vucevic. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Aldridge has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Feeds to Batum. Back to Lillard. Fires the 3. And he gets it to go. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Might as well just take it into his own hands and make that big lead even bigger. Let's take a look at Wesley Matthews. Some stats for him. How the last month of basketball was for him. He's around 14 game, 4 assists and 3 rebounds. And you really can't find much fault with him as far as his performances lately.
Yeah, he's been very, very dependable, steady, doing pretty much everything they've asked of him.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Portland not the biggest market, but it's a one-team city, and these fans really support their Blazers. Coach Stott said, the fan support here is special. You can't appreciate it until you see it every night. Damian Lillard said, the fans stay behind us, through good or bad. When they see us in public, it's always love.
They appreciate that support, Boris. Thanks. The Trailblazers have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
Well, this is a club that has hit about 80% of its free throws during the season. Very impressive number.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Gordon's checked in for the Magic. Harkless comes in for Harris. Andrew Nicholson, he's checked in for the Magic. Payton comes in for Oladipo.
But you look at the game of basketball, it really seems to be on the upswing. And that's great news for the NBA. We know that those who play a sport are much more likely to watch it as an adult. And basketball is now the largest participation sport in high school and college.
And the basket by Gordon.
I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done.
Portland leading by 15. And Lillard kicks to Aldridge. Orlando grabs the miss. Last time against the Trailblazers, they lost in Portland.
And in that first matchup, they got absolutely manhandled on the boards, guys. So they're going to have to do a much better job tonight in the paint if they're going to win this game.
Portland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Matthews into the lane. Nicholson grabs the board.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
That one finds the mark. On target from the kid. Back to what Steve just said, in terms of rebounding, they did not have a good time of it when they squared off previously.
And once things started to go bad for them, guys, and they did go bad, I mean, they were that much less aggressive on the glass, and that's a no-win formula.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
Matthews, no one around him. He drains the quick shot. And the Trailblazers lead by 12. Orlando, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Payton passes to the kid. Fires the 3, and he gets it to go. The kid's got 15 points here in the second half.
As long as they keep spraying them from deep, we're going to have ourselves one exciting finish.
Well, it took them a while, but they're finally starting to get some rhythm offensively on the outside.
Matthews dishes to Aldridge. Outside Matthews. Little turnaround. That doesn't go either for Aldridge.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Here's the kid. And again, it's Orlando converting.
Well, his scoring this quarter has been off the charts, and the complexion of the game as a result may change.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 14. He dishes it to Aldridge. From 12 feet out. Hits the front of the rim and out. Harkless with it. 1 second left. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Oh, man, they needed a run to get back into this game, and they got it.
And a good one, defensively and offensively.
And a moment now to take a look at our State Farm assist of the game. With 6 in the game, it's been some excellent court vision from Lillard.
Well, he's been key to their ability to find the open man and really get the offense operating smoothly.
Mo Harkless and Tobias Harris, the forwards. Kid out there with Victor Oladipo, and it's Vucevic in at the center. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Here's the kid. Inside to Vucevic. Can't get it to go. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
The Magic making a switch here. Fry's checked in, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Matthews is checked in.
You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, I mean, it's helping them get the lead. And if they can continue to rebound like this, I think they're going to be in pretty good shape.
The Magic trail by 8. Here's the kid. Some solid defense from Lillard. Portland's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
Here's the kid. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. 34 points for the kid.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
And Matthews kicks to Lillard. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Here's Robinson. It's hauled in by the Magic. Vucevic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And Oladipo kicks to Vucevic. And Wright pulls it down.
Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. I mean, you saw it on that miss.
Dishes it to Robinson. And he banks in the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
Defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
For Orlando, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Here's the kid. Off target from three-point range.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss.
Robinson passes to Matthews. 6 to shoot. From deep three-point range, the long-distance three is buried.
Tell you what, they haven't exactly been shy about letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
You know, Steve, if you have the lead, you can afford to be a little comfortable with the three-point shots. You just don't want to fall too much in love with it.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
Lopez kicks to Robinson. Back to Lopez. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. The kid trains it from beyond the arc. The kid's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Magic.
He's been on a tear from the three-point line this game.
Lillard attacking. It's blocked. Here's the kid. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Another long-range bomb for him. I'll tell you what, that three-point shot has been the key here, getting that lead down.
I agree with you. With so many of his points coming that way, no reason not to keep going to it.
Lopez, no luck. The Magic trail by 6. Here's the kid. Lillard comes with the double team. The kid passes to front. Here's the kid from deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. The kid's got 43 points.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
I agree, guys. And the points add up in a hurry when you start giving up easy looks from all range.
Well, Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Portland. Batum comes in for Jarrell Wright. I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Terry Stotts as he addressed his team. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not the time to leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out, full speed. Guys?
Batum dishes to Lillard. Lillard left side. Back to Matthews. Pass to Lillard. And Batum kicks to Matthews. From outside, off the mark. The Magic trail by 5. Here's the kid. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Now, the way this defense is playing out there, I mean, they might as well not be there. It's 5 straight wide open threes.
Yeah, and that's way too many. I mean, typically teams will get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open threes, but they just haven't figured it out yet.
Aldridge kicks to Batum. The dish to Lillard. From 10 feet out, it falls!
Somebody's really lit the fuse for Damian Lillard.
Here's the kid. From downtown! And the rebound goes to Lopez. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Out of bounds, Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
Now, you'd think so. I mean, this game is theirs for the taking.
Some good numbers there for Matthews. He has 9 points. He's come up with a couple of nice steals today, too.
Well, he's been playing a very energetic brand of defense, Clark. You got to love it.
And he ends up making the second, and that puts them up by 5. For Orlando, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. The kid can't get the 3 to fall, and that's an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Well done if they can continue to convert.
Takes a 3. Matthews with the rebound. The Trailblazers have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. And the kid picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8.
That's the way to shoot the rock.
Substitutions here. 2 shots. And so it's Portland.
LaMarcus, it looked like